Alright, we're back. Part 5, I think this is. This is. I know it's past 1 o'clock now, so I think we can go in the kitchen. So we'll do that before doing them. I think it's eternalizing, is it? Right here. Eternalizing. I think you can do that and it takes that amount of time to do it or something, I'm guessing, to figure it out. But while the kitchen's open. Oh yeah, it is open. What's going here? Why is it dark? Like, I want that money. Oh, get it. God, I need so much more money. It's ridiculous. What's this? More money. We'll talk to you after. Let's go away. Aroma of spices, alcohol, tomato hangs in the air. Well, let me out.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stain, it leads to a side building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Because. Out of duty, we may find something since the investigation. Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in, just to be thorough.
Just to be thorough.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
If you say so.
I know so.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafe.
Bloody hell, give me the key. First, let's equip something more useful.
Can I help you?
Here's your key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
You don't need to know.
It should be. Anyway, thank you for returning my key.
Well, how am I supposed to get out here?
You see a heavy steel.
Alright, whatever. Speak to this guy.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. He smiles and bangs his ladle. It's almost like music, especially with the...
So nothing. Like I want... I should probably go explore outside more, but let's just get these over and done with. White morning, the bow collected. No, 5 hours. The little guy gets further and further away. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on a blue tile of the roof. You can see your eyelids. What is this? Some research bonus. Now let's do this one. Oh. So it does it whilst doing other things, I think. Well, that's good. Where to go? Oh my god, so much.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito.
Let's just pat it.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic.
Right, whatever, it's just a box. But was I supposed to clean up the body?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can sit on benches after we've...
You can revisit the bench if you ever.
Okay, well, I don't need no bench. Come on. And what am I thinking, man? I don't need this in my hand. I need this. I'm not actually reading these. This is just too much. Oh my god, there's so much.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the
Plaisance.
store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
Okay.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
Narrow your eyes and look through the...
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
No. Let's just go inside, shall we? And investigate ourselves. Gift books and molten candy. All sports magazines tucked away in the dark. It seems suspicious with these items in my hands. Looks like I'm the killer. Oh, maybe I am the killer.
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books. There's all books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement. So
Well,
it makes sense.
I don't have that much money. So, let's just start down here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Amidst these three, the point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid help. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Okay. God. I don't want to miss anything, man. There's so much stuff.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. The north coast of a verdant island is to the east, Huron. It's so no. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have, but it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky. This large map displays ozone disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a bookstore, you can, on Caillou, Revachol, lost little pearl. 850 million people live on these little dots. An oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective, but still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful.
Interesting.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous. These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name.
Right, enough of this nonsense. First, we'll try and come in here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
I'm an officer of the law.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books.
Well, if there's
Feel
nothing.
compelled to look at the books?
No.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more
Of
alluring
course.
they become.
Pull open him.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Mom, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the... I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Alright, I'll think about it for...
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you.
She's a bit defensive
Now,
about
please,
this.
Step away from the curtains. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
You, oh, well... How am I supposed to know?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers. Okay.
What are you, a coward?
Yeah.
Think about the marvelous adventure.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has. There is something mysterious about the curtain.
There
You
is.
see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Alright, let's go speak to her. Maybe she has something to say. Where are you at? Come on. Spill the tea, sis.
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. Just let it go, officer. Go back.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Then why does it have protecting it? If it's storage room, then you would.
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Yeah.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
So then why are you still here then?
Sounds familiar.
It's a shock to the system.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be,
I'm going in there.
so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Me. Do it.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure?
Of
I think
course.
I haven't seen charlatans before.
I sense the psychic. This is from affairs. Blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker.
I am
I'm
alcoholic
sorry for being
apparently.
so blunt, but
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
how do you know all this?
Here we
Don't
go.
question it. Semini's blood also runs through me.
But
Yeah.
what's Simonese? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
The hand of
The
fate
hand
guides
of
us.
fate guides us.
Indeed.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have?
I have sensed
The
the
entity
presence.
takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover?
Oh my god, there's so much
Probably
dialogue.
just some office space. Don't be scared.
Okay, well. Autosave. Okay, it's perfect timing. We'll end the episode here. A little short of 30 minutes, but otherwise, if I start doing extra things right now, it'll probably go on to like an hour. So, end the episode here. Next episode, we'll go in that curtain if we can. So, see you next episode. Better watch it.